Hey everybody, I'm on Dufferin Street heading south just north of St. Clair in Toronto, Canada. I'm going for a little discovery ride, walk in the area after the shutdowns are over. Toronto's been reopened apparently. So we're doing a little walk and checking out this area. I did a film in this area a while ago where everything was closed. And we're doing a little tour again and checking things out. Here we go. If you joined the channel for the first time, I do walking and biking videos, point of view films. This would be a great alleyway to do a little ride on. And I walked by here actually. I saw this photo studio and I thought it was very interesting. This guy still got the photo studio going on right on Dufferin. This area is slightly older Italian area in Toronto. It's like Toronto's got three Italian areas. One was downtown where we biked on last night, late night. It's called College. This is another area, St. Clair, and there's another area that's like up really north town. You need a car. It's like probably 40, maybe 30 kilometers away north of here. But these two are the main downtown Italian parts of town, and the Italians love their weddings. And when I was doing photography, the Italian community loved photography. They really appreciated photographs, probably more than anybody else did, culturally speaking. And like if you had an Italian wedding, you usually had a good gig because the bride and groom were willing to do all sorts of stuff for the photo, and they were willing to pay for good images and good memories. Whereas I'd say the most culturally aware of photographs were the Italians, and they loved weddings. So this area, there was a lot of brides places, fashion places like this one, making gowns, wedding gowns, and elaborate stuff for the bride and groom. Mostly bride wears the dress. And and photography. There were a lot of photo studios in this area. There were big studios, and you took the bride and groom out and did a whole bunch of albums and stuff. So it doesn't surprise me that guy's still around. He's probably, the studio probably was from way in the back. So today it's 20th of June or 19th of June 2021. It's one of those, and it's in the afternoon, about 6 o'clock. The weather is fantastic, a little bit humid. Clouds are in the sky, which I like it cloudy for photography. It gives you this kind of dramatic. Here's one of the churches that probably did a large number of Italian weddings, I'm assuming. Never did a wedding here myself, but a little bit humid. They call for rain, but they're always wrong when it comes to weather. They cannot predict the weather, what's going to happen the next day. These people are always flying the Italian flag in this area when Italy wins the soccer. And it's very hard to predict the weather, what's going to happen in a couple of hours. They called, my app said 40-50% chance of rain, one said 70, and we're good. I like the clouds. The soft light makes it for kind of interesting lighting. When Italy won the World Cup in the first time, I remember, was it 2006? I'm not a big soccer fan, but I remember that because there were literally millions of people on the street, of all sorts of people, all sorts of cultures, and they're flying the flag, and it was a big party. And I came here and did a bunch of street photos of kids and portraits, not necessarily capturing the street, but capturing the portraits and the feel of the street. There's two types of street photography. One that's, you take a picture of this building, basically you're documenting the street, so that you come back and you can look at the changes and see how things were. Kind of what we're doing now. And the other type is where you photograph things based on a story. You try to create more of a human element, picture a story of people, characters, faces, that kind of stuff. And that's what I did. So most of the photographs were of people in their houses, doorways, having a haircut. It's pretty interesting. There's a patio going on here.
Yes,
They're all having fun. This is a supply store. Fireworks. Let's check inside here. I think only essential stores are open, so I guess they're not technically open. You can kind of walk in, but then the guy has to hand you your fireworks, because fireworks are not super essential, I guess, unless you're causing chaos in the middle of the night. Here we go. So yeah, that was the patio. Nobody, I guess, needed to wear masks. And there's a bakery here that's closed. I don't know why this one is closed, but bakery cafe. They even got a little patio and nobody's on it. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. What is this place? Some sort of a church thing. Here's a streetcar. You have to have a streetcar in Toronto videos. I kind of enjoy riding when they're come along on college, because they can't go that fast, and on a bike you can kind of follow them. And once you follow a streetcar, cars can't pass you, and kind of you go with the traffic. You feel safer than having all the cars pass you. Late night, was it last night or night before? I was riding on college and I was chasing one of these guys. I was having a good time with it. It was kind of interesting. Then a garbage truck appeared out and over, and blocked the whole street in their lane. So I managed to beat the streetcar. So I was having an imaginary race with the streetcar. Here we go. Textile place. Like stores like this. 1 hour alteration. They got. And I like the fact that these shops have this opening. Like you can go walk right in there. And you can look at their displays even if the shop's closed, as opposed to being just a flat square wall. Let's keep going a little bit further, see what else we can find here. I've been doing quite a few bike riding videos. So here we go with the Italian flag. It's got to be a soccer game at some point. Italians are very proud of their flags. Italians in Canada, in Toronto, that I know of. I don't know about Italians in Italy. I've been doing quite a bit of biking videos, and they're fun. Barbershop. This guy walking with flip-flops. Doing a look back on this area. Here we got the little Mexican with a little tent. And I like this shop. It's a little vintage. The vintage. Some knickknacks. You got some stuff like that. I don't know if you can see through it, but it's a problem with these window reflections. The window shopping is a lot nicer at night for filming, because you get to see what's going on inside the stores at night much better. Flip-flops. It's a sign of summer. Everybody wearing flip-flops. But this guy closed up. This looks like a pretty old setup, right? Made to measure suits. That's pretty cool. And it's gone. Okay, let's keep going. It's another patio. Some of these patios are like this one. It's just, I think you should stay, because it just fits the area. The sidewalk's wide. It's just to the side of the street, and some are right in the middle of the street. Like this one. It's kind of odd, and nobody's on it. See, they got some music. They got a DJ happening, and but still, people are not coming. I wonder why. What is? It's really interesting, huh? Some places are Mexican butcher. How does that work? Oh. It's kind of Mexican food. It smells like Mexican food that's ready to be eaten. Real nice. Yeah, I wonder how that works. You got some this guy's got his old vacuum shops here in the display. Let's take a look at his sign. It's like weird faded colors on it. Yeah, some patios are completely not that busy, and some are pretty busy. Tennis players. These are Canadian tennis players here. They're practicing for Olympics. Pizza. I think that guy's going from shop to shop ordering food. I saw him at 2 stores ordering food. I think city hired him just to go around. Look at this design. What the hell is this? My God. It's just asking to be vandalized. I saw that guy going from shop to shop ordering food. Like city hired him. It's like, hey, your job's to go order pizza at every pizza stand. This is Oakwood. Let's go a little bit further. Let's go faster. See if we can not wait too long at this light. This is Oakwood and St. Clair Avenue in Toronto, and the sun's coming out. And there's a streetcar here. That's good. Give us some visuals. Wow. How do these streetcars know which direction they gotta go? Because there's rails going this way and that way. That's kind of crazy. Do they control it? Does anybody know? Hey, look, you went that way. You could have totally gone the other way. I don't know. There's probably a switch in there, right? Somehow. This is a pretty busy intersection. And the Pizza Pizza is like a really famous Toronto pizza place. If you're not from Toronto, for viewers out of Germany, Brazil, the US, China. I know you're watching from China. At least one person, a good friend of mine. And who else? I saw some other country today that was really interesting. I forgot, sorry. But Pizza is like a major Toronto institution for pizza. I don't know if it's good or not, but it's, you know, there were like anecdotal jokes saying that people would come in the 80s when you came to Canada from US, you didn't need a passport, and the immigration officer would ask you for the phone number of Pizza. The phone number was very popular at the time. It was all over the news and the advertising. So if you told them the phone number by heart, they knew you were Canadian. They would let you in. You didn't need a passport. Nobody needed a passport, but if they were suspicious, they would ask you for the phone number of Pizza. This guy's empty, 80% off. All he's got some, I don't know, nothing in there, just a hand sanitizer. So yeah, so Pizza is I think it's only in Toronto, Canada, Canadian thing. And here we go. The streetcars come out of this street too. Let me check this. You see, these are the tracks, right? There's a little box there that can control which way the streetcar goes. Does that mean anybody can screw with that and the trains go a different direction, or it can cause chaos? I don't know. Or you need a special code. It's probably on Bluetooth. Oh my God, Bluetooth. You know, some of the devices I have works on Bluetooth, works fine. Like this camera app, I'd say it works pretty good. A little bit delayed and a little bit funky, but you know, sometimes it doesn't connect right away. But I give it an 8 out of 10, right? I have another app, fitness app, Fitbit. Oh man, that thing, I'd give it a 0. It hardly ever syncs up. You got to constantly realign it, and you constantly have to. I was getting distracted. We constantly realign it for it to work well. It's really a mess. I was distracted by this towering crane that just begs some. Wow, the light turned amazing. Good light. See those guys right there? They have a little balcony, and those where it says cash money right to the top, they have a little balcony there. It's pretty cool. Look back on the LCBO. There's always a lineup at LCBO because people need their wine. Look at this. They're doing a condo here, and there's a clubhouse thing over there. The lighting is really good on that side. I don't know how that block's going to survive. How long? I don't give it much of a chance. That block's going to be gone. I'll say 2 years. Gone. It's a pretty interesting area. It's interesting that there are people on the streets. I was doing these walks and there was nobody on the street. Internet access. A social club. I guess it's an internet cafe. Yep. A lady in red hat. Let's get closer. Hats are amazing. I think everybody, look at the lighting. The lighting's gorgeous here. Look back on that section of that street. You have a little Coca-Cola sign up there, like an old graffiti of Coca-Cola. You think she's gonna make it to the train? Yep. I think you gotta wear a mask to get on a train. Look at the light here is gorgeous. Let's go up this street. Oh, there's a church of some sort. Let's check this one out. Maybe I take a photograph of this. I always forget to do a thumbnail. I never think about the thumbnail. And at last minute I have to scrounge. That's a pretty interesting garage too. See, these garages are also that's pretty interesting. It's a kind of a cute small church. These garages are always going to be gone too, because once you get more electric cars and all sorts of stuff, and there's a crane behind it already. That's like kind of a cool stuff. Maybe this can be a thumbnail. This area is very attention grabbing for me. Oh, look, another thing I noticed. That's one way, so you can't go that way. And then you can't go that way either, and that's one way. So when you come up the street, and it's got traffic lights on it, when you come up the street, you either got to go in that house or in this garage, or you got to turn around. Isn't that interesting? Wow. It's kind of crazy. All right, let's keep going a little bit far east. Let's go far east, not all the way to China, but a little bit east. Couple of 100 meters just to enjoy the sun, because the light's so much nicer than when I started with the sun. All right, we had a camera shut down and we started right away. I'm beginning to figure out all the quirks of this camera. Camera's great, works pretty good. It's got some quirks, and I'm slowly fixing all the bugs and trying to hack it so that it doesn't cause me so much trouble. Construction, like that. All right, I'll go past this construction. You know, the lady in red hat pushing a cart? She passed us. All the talking, walking. The reason the sky looks so great right now, photography-wise, lighting-wise, is because we have dark skies. Let me walk on the road a bit. We have dark skies that are lit, but the buildings are lit with sun. So you have this contrast. So the sky is not super white, and the buildings are opposite. Usually the buildings are darker in shadows and the sky is really bright. So this is opposite that, and it looks interesting. We're catching up with the lady in red hat. All right, we're gonna end the walk maybe if you don't see anything exciting. These are a lot more newer developed offices. They're all close to. Let's get to a patio, maybe a couple of patios. Because the light is so good. This is a white police car across the street. Toronto has white and gray police cars. Buy and sell. Wow. It smells like old stuff. Sounds like old stuff. Yeah, Toronto's got some white police cars and gray ones. I don't quite know what the story of that is. Jewelry. These guys are really heavily closed up because they're jewelry stuff. So another patio. Okay, let's keep going. See what these people are eating, and pizzas usually, right? And travel people, that's funny. Air Canada. People are sneezing, sitting next together, eating. It's funny, one day you have a lockdown, and the other day you have no lockdown.
She would pass work.
This guy's got his umbrella. The motorcycle guy's having a great old time. I love the ruckus they make. Alright, let's do a look back on this. Arlington. I like this welcome variety. Oh, that's got to be a Indian restaurant. I can smell curry. Spices. All right, so this is going to go on. Wow, there's a lot more action here than maybe a couple of months ago I did a walk here. It was dead, very quiet. It was so quiet I couldn't use the film. I said, I just have to reshoot it because it just felt depressing. I watched it, and I mean, they're nice. I kept the film, but I want this channel to be, a little bit positive and fun. I don't want to make it more depressing by taking pictures of empty stores and walk on empty streets. Although they're fun, but you don't want to do too much of that. So the film was a great day, and there was nobody on the street, so I decided to keep it for the private archives. Here we go. Another bakery, and we're gonna end the video here. I don't know how long I've been going, but we're gonna end it here. And if you like my content, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.